So what's up, guys? This is Top Boy Empire One FX. I'm here to bring you market structure. This is my first video to be uploaded on YouTube. It's all about market structure. Today we are going to understand market structure in depth. The video is going to be broken down into very many phases, so I'll be looking at structure in three phases. I shall be looking at the external structure, defining the external structure, which is our order flow, whereby it is always looked at on the higher time frame. We shall be looking at the internal structure, which is also on the lower, which is also found on the lower time frame. That is, we drop now from the higher time frame to the lower time frame, which is, that's where we find our internal structure. Then within the internal structure, we find what they call the substructure. So those are the three flows of the market we shall be looking at. So basically, I will start by telling what is structure. So some of us don't know what is structure. So structure is all about sorry, this thing is, let me just reduce the font. Okay, make sure that everything is intact here. Okay, good. Hope everything aligns properly here on the screen, so that we can have a clear view of what is structure. Okay, now this is what they call structure. Okay, the same market structure is the behavior, condition, and current flow of the market. It highlights the support and resistance levels, the swing highs and swing lows. So it is a trend. A trend is simply a consistent direction of price movement over time. So the market structure can tell you if the market is trending or not. So that's when we shall go ahead and define structure in depth. Let me put it on a side here. So I shall go ahead and define structure in depth, looking at the behavior, the condition the market is in currently. Okay, currently, but though we have to use some past data to give us the current data in analyzing the charts. So we shall not be looking at the charts for this year. We can even go up to, because if I'm dealing with the daily time frame, that means that I'll even go to charts of the other years. Okay, maybe like 2019, looking at those historical data to give me what I'll be looking at the present or current situation. So when you go deep down and defining the structure, like I've told you, for us, we shall be breaking it down in three phases. That is the external structure, the internal, and the substructure. So when I talk about the external structure, remember, guys, I'll be looking at the order flow as the external structure. Then when we look at the when we are looking at the internal structure, we shall be looking at the trend. Like we shall find the internal structure within, we shall find the internal structure within the external structure. Then we shall find the substructure within the internal structure, the fractal nature, the fractal structure. Okay, the fractal structure, this is on the lowest time frames, okay, which is found within the internal, where we normally take our entries. Okay, this is, like I told you, this is my first video. So guys, if you're very new on this channel, I wish you subscribe to the channel and share the video, like, comment, and tell me what can I bring next. This is Top Boy Empire One FX. Let us go dive deep into market structure. So like I told you, market structure, we are going to look at it into three phases. Let me first keep this one somewhere here. Okay, let us first basically look at this. So market structure, shall be looking at it. We have the internal structure. We have the internal structure. We have the internal structure, external structure. We have the substructure. Okay, so these are the three types of structure that we shall be basing on. So some of you are asking yourselves, but why am I not talking about the uptrend and the downtrend? Yes, we shall come to that, but for now, let us first understand what is the internal structure, what is the external structure, what is the substructure. Okay, so when I talk about the internal structure, I'll be looking at the trend. The external structure, I'll be looking at the order flow. Then the substructure, I'll be looking at the lowest time frame, the fractal time frames. Those ones are the lowest time frames. Okay, like the 15 to the other side. Okay, now going back to, let me put this on here. So looking at the internal structure or the external structure first, let us first look at the external structure. But before I go to that, let us first understand the types of structure do we have. Though I've just talked about these more basic types of structure, but we have what they call what we understand the trends, okay, what we know as the uptrend, downtrend, and the sideways, maybe the consolidation. So let us first look at those the three major types of structure, also the major types of structure, or the trends. Okay, let me call them the trends. Okay, basically I wouldn't like to call them trend, because the trend may I normally call it the internal structure within the external structure. So let me basically use a bullish structure and the bearish structure. So let me just come up with the first one. So we shall be looking at this type of structure. This is a bullish structure. So this structure, currently, this is the expectation. This is how the expectation looks like. But when you go back to the reality, we shall see how it looks like. Okay. So this is a bullish structure. This is a bullish structure. A bullish structure. All together. Some of you call it trend. Okay. A bullish trend. Okay. Or an uptrend. Okay. Sorry, let me just put uptrend, okay, or an uptrend. So this is what most traders call this. I normally call it what? A bullish structure, because it is printing some series of this is a high, this is a low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So as we can look at this structure, it has gone on breaking structure, respecting our lows, respecting these lows here. Has been respecting these lows, so that means that it is an uptrend, because when you see all these lows being respected, it gives us an understanding that the market is respecting our lows. So that means that it's going to go on breaking our highs, printing new higher highs. Okay, yes. So after that, we shall look at another type of structure, that is sort of the trend. We shall look at this structure which has been moving upwards. We see it reversing at some point. We see this, something like this is expectational. So in the reality, it doesn't look like this, members of foxes. So it doesn't look like this in the reality. In the reality, we shall look at it later. Like for now, let us just use this. So we see this, we have been moving upwards, printing. This is our higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. We had a change of character here, which I'm going to explain in depth in the future videos. But for now, let us first understand the structure itself before we go and understand what is the break of structure, change of character, all that. But for now, let us first understand the structure itself. Okay, we have this lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Expectational. This is what we expect, but in reality, it doesn't look like this. Okay, so I'll go ahead and take you through the reality. But for now, we have seen structure be respecting our highs, our lower highs, thus taking down the lower lows, showing us that the market is in a down trend or a bearish. That's a bearish structure. Okay, bearish structure, bearish structure, or a downtrend. Okay, so that's what most traders call it, a downtrend. Now, we have come from the bullish structure, so spelling of bearish, bearish structure. So this is our bearish structure, or a downtrend. Okay, a downtrend is basically going to show us swing points of the lower lows and lower highs. I'll go deep to explain that, but for now let us first understand this structure. Or even some of us don't know what is a swing point. Okay, so these ones connect a high and a what? This one connects a high and a low. Are we together? The swing points. So I'll go deep in those ones. Let us first understand the market structure first. So we have another market structure which doesn't decide. It's not deciding where it is going. Okay. It fakes out people consolidating, which is forming a series of equal highs and equal what? Equal lows. So when you see these equal highs, equal lows, equal highs, equal lows, equal highs, equal lows, equal highs, equal lows. So this one you normally call it a ranging market or a consolidation. Ranging or sideway. Okay? All together, or consolidation. For now, it has have these two names, so it can either be called say. So when do we know that the market is flowing in? What is the current market's condition? Okay, so we shall be telling that in the future videos. But for now, this is the expectation. This is what we expect in the market. But in the reality, we shall look at the structure in a different way. But now, let's first go back and understand. Or go back and understand the first three structures I drew for you here. Okay, we have not yet even defined them in any of these or in any of this these explanations about the trends and what. So but now I want us to go first dive deep into something small. But before we go there, let us first understand how does the market move, or what moves the market. Okay, what forms the structure? Okay, there are candlesticks. How do you read the candlesticks? How do you know that the structure is in an uptrend? How do you know the structure is in a downtrend? We need to see if it's an uptrend, like I told you, we need to see it breaking the previous the previous highs, respecting the lows. Here in the downtrend, we need to see the lows being taken out, respecting the highs. The lows being taken out, respecting the highs. The lows being taken out, respecting the highs. So when we look at all this here, we are basically having an understanding. This is the word structure. Sorry. So when we go through all this, we understand that the market, we understand the current situation or the condition of the market, and that's what we are. That's what our definition was saying. It's the behavior, condition, or the current flow of the market. Altogether, it highlights the support and resistance, which we are going to look at later or in the future videos, which I will be making, the swing highs and swing lows. Okay, let me just talk about the swing highs and swing lows. So some of us have a challenge of swing highs and swing lows. So what is a swing high? So this one is, I'm going to use this call out. This is a swing high. All together, this is a swing high. This is a swing high. Let me just use some dull color. Text should be black. Okay. All together. So let me use this. So this is our swing low. That's a swing low. We need to look at a swing low. So that's a swing high. Let us look at the swing low. Swing low. Good. Now you look at the swing what? At the swing low here. So this is a swing high, swing low. This is an uptrend. So even here, how do we know that this is a swing high? It's a swing low. Swing high, swing low. So these swing points, I told you, it's a connection between a high and a low. Okay? They connect in any type of structure. Okay? Even in a side where we have a high, but these ones, okay, these are swing points. Okay? This high and this low. This high and this low. This high and this low. This high. Those are swing what? Swing points. Okay? So here, like I told you, we are forming series of higher highs, higher lows. So someone would ask me, what is a higher high? This is a high. Let me use HH. This is a higher high. Okay. Now, let me just sorry. Okay. A higher high, a higher low. Now, are you getting me now? So this is an uptrend. It is going to print all this type of what? Of structure. Okay? Like this one. Like this one. All together. This is real. So we have this high. What do you expect? A higher low. Then you continue pushing to the upside. So these are the swing points. Okay, the swing high, the swing low. Swing high, swing low. Swing high, swing low. So when you go back to our structure here, so like we have been here, we put in this high. What put in that high? It was this higher low. So we came and put in a new what? A new high. What do we expect here? A higher low. Okay? expected a higher what? A higher low, because it was a bullish structure. Later, we got what they call a change of character, which I'm going to explain in the next video. Sorry, in the next explanation. So this is a change of what? Change of character, as we can see it here. So what happened is this high we're seeing here is lower than the previous high. That's why it is called a lower high. It is called a lower high. Then this low here is below this low. That means that this one is called a lower low. It is lower than the previous what? Previous low. It is called a lower low. So that is how we determine that the structure has, now it is moving from this type of structure, the uptrend, now going to the downtrend. Okay, this is how we can know that this structure. So as it continues printing lower highs, printing lower lows, okay, printing, and now it has put in a new lower low. So what takes place here, we shall see what they call, we shall see something to do with breaks of structure. Okay, what is a break of structure and what is a change of character? Okay, a break of structure, basically we shall be looking at the market being broken. Sorry, I have not talked about the ranging market. So this one I said it has equal highs. Sorry, I wanted to make a copy of this. Equal highs, EH. Okay, so this one means equal highs. We have equal lows. Okay, so that is it. So continuous. Okay, for the sideway market. Now, as I was talking about before, I had gone the other side. Sorry, I'm just confused. I don't know if I'm confusing, but let us first come back and understand structure basically. So for the structure, breaking it down and looking at it in depth, we have just looked at the swing points. The swing points, this one in an uptrend, we shall look at higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. So HH stands for a higher high. Okay, someone would ask me what is HH? HH, you know, we are created differently. It's called a higher high. Okay, a higher high. Why is it called a higher high? It is higher than the previous high. It is higher than the previous high. Are we together? Then let me come and have a copy of this. Okay, so this one is a higher low, a higher low, a higher low. Okay, all together? That is it. Now, why is this one called a higher low? Because it just did what? It is higher than the previous low. It is called a higher low. It is higher than the previous low. This low, this one. So when we came from this side, we had we had this low, putting in this high putting in this low, this low putting in this high putting in this low. Continuous, respecting lows, uptrend. As you see, we have been here. This is where we are. This part here is this part. Uptrend. We saw this major low being taken out, giving us a reversal, or maybe the market is reversing from now, changing from the uptrend to the downtrend. That's why we saw this type of movement. So as what happens, I was just going to bring you back to what they call the break of structure. Though I was still explaining about the swing points. Like now when you talk about the lower highs, this is the lower high, lower low. LOL stands for lower low, LOH stands for lower high. So let us look at, basically we are going to be looking at a break of structure. Okay, I'm going to be using this type of structure. It is going to be congested, but just allow me to do that here. I'll again go deep. First go back to the major structure, look at it in depth. Okay, now this is our what? Our small structure here. This is our small structure here. So we need to first go and look or understand what is the break of structure. So what's the break of structure? A break of structure, this is when the market takes out the previous swing high. That is in an uptrend, or when it takes out the previous swing low in a downtrend. Okay? When you talk about the previous swing high, that is the high that puts in the low. Okay? If it is taken out, it is called a break of structure. So this is a high that puts in this low. So when we close above it here, we call this a break of structure. All together, foxes? Now, folks, now we are just here going on breaking the highs that put in the what? The low. That's what they call a breaking of structure. So we are breaking structure in an uptrend where the lows are taking out the previous highs that put in those lows. All together, that's the break of structure. And with the break of structure, it's not all about a wick of a candle breaking. No, we need to see a body of a candle closing depending on which structure which time frame you're on. Okay, that's how we validate a break of. It should be a candle closing below or above that swing point. Hope I'm clear on that. I will explain more on the real chart, but for now we are still using this mode of mine here. So like for example, again, we continue here. We continue looking at the downtrend. So we said in the downtrend, we need to see the lower highs take out the lower lows. This one is now a break of structure. So here we are respecting our previous lows. Okay, again here we had another break of structure whereby the high taking out the low. Hope I'm clear on this, folks. Now we have seen a break of structure. So what is a change of character? What is a change of character? The reason why I put something here, a change of character, basically we are looking at the market that has been bullish. For example, this market of ours has been bullish, but we saw structure take out the previous the previous higher low, which was a strong low, because it broke structure. So when we see something like this happen, breaking it here, what does it indicate to us? It brings to us something to do with a change of character. So when does a change of character happen? A change of character happens when we take out a strong swing point. I'll talk about the strong structure and the weak structure still in the same video here. It's going to be a lengthy video, but I pray it doesn't be long like that. But for now, let us first understand what brings about a change of character. A change of character comes in when we have this low of ours, which is strong, a strong and a weak structure. What is a strong structure and what is a weak structure? Let me first talk about that before we shall look at it later. A strong structure, we look at a structure, or maybe a strong low. A strong low is a low that breaks structure. The moment this low breaks structure, it is strong. It is 100% what? Strong. Now when we see a market come and break or slide through this type of structure here, what does it call for? It calls for a change of what? That means that the market has reversed from its direction or its flow, which was a bullish flow, back to a bearish flow, bringing in or printing a low that is lower than the previous low. That's why we call it a lower what? A lower low. Are we together, folks? Okay. Now, a weak structure is a structure which has failed to take out the previous what? The previous low. If this high took out this low, it would now be a strong high. But for now, it is weak because it just came. It didn't take out. It respected this low because this low was strong. It had taken out this previous low. Hope I'm clear on this. So when we move, we see here this low being respecting the previous low because the previous low is strong. It broke structure at this point. Hope I'm clear. So now that's why we have this. So, but when we see market push down, break this low, that's what they call a change of character. Let us look at this structure of mine here. So like we have been pushing up, down, up, breaking structure to the upside. Okay, breaking structure to the upside. Now what happened is, sorry, it is a break of structure. Good. Now we come and see market, which was in an uptrend, this high failed to respect this low of ours. It failed to respect this low of ours. What happened? It came and sliced through that to make a change of character. Hope I'm clear on that, foxes. I'll make a separate video explaining a break of structure and a change of structure. It disorganizes most traders, and for today I was just giving examples. How do those things come out? But I'm going to make a clear video on this, members. Okay, good. Now folks, let us continue looking at structure. So I think now we have a clear understanding of the market structure. What is a bullish structure, what is a bearish structure, and what is a sideways structure. Okay, this is our sideways structure, which is formed of equal highs and equal lows. Okay, like for example, we have this high that puts in this low, and this low didn't take did what? Also it came and put in an equal high, another high, which was relatively equal to the previous one, like that. Such kind of markets, we call them the sideways markets. So as a trader or as a beginner trader, I wouldn't love all to see any trader trading this type of structure. It is a very dangerous structure here. But in future, I'm going to make more videos for us to explain how can we trade in this type of structure, where we're going to be using the premium and discount pricing, whereby we go back and dig deep down, look at the premium and discount, and look at the deep premium and deep discount. How do we trade in a ranging market? By considering the deep premium and the deep discount. In case we get any of our demand and supply zones, or maybe our fair value gaps, maybe if there's any confluence that can really bring us to enter a trade in any of those zones, we are going to take that trade. That is for the future videos. So for now, I think we know what is structure. Now guys, allow me now dive deep into breaking down structure in depth. Okay, so I'm happy. Like I said, in case you want to subscribe, please subscribe. I'm going to be bringing more videos so that you don't miss on the next videos which I'll be bringing. Always place the like button. Please, you can even leave for me a comment. Maybe you can advise on anything. Maybe I'm not explaining something clearly. I can make a video to explain it more very well. So I'll be happy. I like to be corrected in case I'm wrong. So let us go now and look at the structure as we talked about it in the three formats. Those are the three phases. So let us go down here, and let me first bring this one, these headings of mine. Okay, let me use this side here. Okay, wow, we are on this page now. So what is internal structure and external structure? So internal structure, we are basically looking at the internal. Let me start with the external structure first. What is the external structure? External structure first. External structure. Okay. External structure. Good. Okay. Don't mind about the birds in the background. Yeah, this is Africa. Birds are everywhere. Now, external structure first. Now, I said external structure is going to be broken down. Understand it in depth. Which time frames do we use to determine the external structure? Like I told you, the market is something we need to understand. Have you ever cut an onion? An onion has very many layers. It has the outside part of it. It has even the internal parts of it. Let me get a video here. Sorry, let me get something. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Let me get an image of an onion. Onion. cut onion, okay. Let's just go to the images. Okay, like let me use this example of this image here. Okay. Oh, I just wanted an image, guys. I just wanted an image. Let me just use this. Let me just download it. Okay. Save image. Okay, save image. Let me save the image. Okay, let me explain from here. Now, when you look at this onion, it has the outer part, like you can see here. Okay, let me just get this to just be the best thing. Okay, so my computer is somehow slow. Okay, this is our onion. Let us get the image somewhere here. Okay, okay, yeah. Now, let us look at this onion. Good. For the onion, I'm just bringing this. There's a reason why I'm bringing out this. Okay. The reason being is I want us to understand structure. Okay. The structure, market structure, is divided into three. Okay. We have they have the external part. We have the internal. And now we have the sub structure, which we are going to see with an example of this onion of ours. Now, the onion, we are looking at this part. This is the outer part, which is the external part of the onion. But when you cut this onion, like you've seen here, it has been cut. You see it has layers. It has this layer, it has this layer, it has this one, it has this one, it has that one, it has that one. Continuous. The more it grows, the more it creates new what? Layers. Like for us, the more you move from the higher time frame to the lower time frame, the more it is fractal. Okay, it is continuous. What you're seeing on this layer is the same on this layer. You see, there's nothing different. So why am I bringing out this example of an onion? I want us to understand the structure first. That we have this outer part of the onion, which is our external structure. So the market has that outer part of it that makes the whole of it. But what makes that outer part? We shall look at the internal what? The internal part of the onion that makes this outer what? Outer part. All together? That is something you need to understand. The reason I'm using this is I want us to first understand market, how the market flows. Basically, the market is going to flow in a way that it has that outside part, which is the external structure, which we know which I normally call the order flow. Okay? It is moving in an uptrend that is external. But within this external, we have another structure playing within this same what? Same structure. Why? What is that? What comes in your mind? Market structure is something we need to understand, that we're going to look at it from the outer part, the external part of it, go to the internal part of it, go to the substructure, the fractal, internal, even that substructure. We shall even go to the 15 seconds, 2 seconds time frame to take our trades. That's why there are traders who take trades on 15 seconds. You're joking with the market. So that's why I want us to understand. But for now, I want us to have an understanding that the market, first and foremost, it should have this outer layer. And what makes the outer layer is the internal part of the onion. Without the internal part of the onion, we can't have the external. So what we want to understand is when the market, let me first close this. Sorry, cancel. When we come back to our structure here, market is printing out external structure like this. Sorry, I'm just drawing big things. Okay, this is a bullish structure. This is a bullish structure, printing higher highs, putting this high, putting this high, this low, this high, this low. Why? Bringing structure to the upside. This is external. But we say that external is what forms the external? It is the internal structure. Within this one, we shall see the internal structure. Forming that. Out together? Now, let us first have an understanding of the external structure. Okay? The external structure is called the order flow. It's called the order flow. The order flow. It is called the order flow. It can either be called the what? The order flow. The order flow brings out the external parts of the market that is on the highest time frame. So my external structure, I normally start making analysis from the weekly time frame. I like using the weekly time frame, and here I'll be using the weekly to daily for the order flow. Okay? Someone else would use the 4 hours, depending on how you understand the market. But for me, I feel like the weekly and the daily are doing it for me properly for the external structure. For me to understand how the market, how these higher highs and higher lows on the weekly time frame, how do they look? What is the next move? As we are going to analyze this. The external structure, like we have said, the external structure, what forms the external structure is the internal structure, which we are going to look at later. But before I go very far, in today's video, I want to be somehow brief, but I'll again make videos breaking down one of maybe getting a part of this video I'm making. Like I told you, this has been my first video to be uploaded, though my voice may not sound very nice because of the gadgets I'm using, but for now we shall just persevere with that. I have future plans of improving the quality of the output and everything, guys. Now let us first go back and understand the weekly structure and the daily structure, which is my order flow. So we say this is the external part of the market, but when you go back to the external part of the market, internal here in these swing points, we shall see there's something that this market is trying to do, what? To put on. Okay? You see that? I'm just trying to draw for you the internal what? The internal structure. What happens? Okay? That looks funny, but it makes sense. It will make sense when I explain it. Okay? Good. Let me give it another color. Let me give it the purple color. Okay? Now, when you look at, let me increase the size of this to 2. Now, when you look at the black, it is our external structure. But when you come and, let me carry this one somewhere here. You see that? This purple part, this purple structure, it is what is formed, it's what we are seeing that is forming the what? The external. The internal structure is forming the external what? Structure. So this one is our internal what? Structure, which I'll talk about later. Okay? So, let me make a copy, a duplicate of this. All together? Now, we are here. We are here. Looking at the internal structure and external structure. So, what is the internal? So we shall again go back and look at this internal structure, that even inside this internal structure we have what they call the substructure, which we shall look at later. But now when you look at this market, the order flow, we shall find that this internal structure is forming higher highs, higher lows. That's why I told you the internal structure is called the trend. We shall look at the trend. This is what the most uptrend, downtrend, uptrend, downtrend, uptrend, down, continuous. I'm sorry I'm using a bullish structure, but you can reverse and look at it into the bearish structure. Okay? You can look at it in the what? In the bearish structure, like you can see here, putting in the higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, sorry, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. But for now, let me just focus on the uptrend, because it is the opposite of the other. Okay. Now, these external parts of the market, as we can see, we have gone on breaking structure. Here we broke structure externally. We broke structure externally. That is for the order flow. I'm going to look at all these ones on the real chart, guys. But for now, let us first look at this. Now, when you look at the internal structure, also we see it also has its own breaks of what? Breaks of structure. Let me just do some. Let me use this brush tool to do. So we have breaks of structure here. You see that? We see that. That is internally. Okay? As you can see, this internal structure, it is one which is forming the external what? Structure. So what we are seeing on a daily time frame is different from what we are going to see on the higher time frame. So if you find that, maybe we shall find that we have this swing point, this low and this high. But within this swing point, we have an uptrend. Then from this swing high to this, we have a downtrend. But when you go into the internal structure of this, when you go into the internal structure here, from this high to this low, still we have a different story. As you can see here, we shall have another different story. It can be here in the uptrend, here on maybe on the 15 minutes here, it is in a downward trend. Uptrend, downtrend. But here currently it is in a downtrend. So that's when I'll come back and teach something to do with structural realignment. It's going to be a long one, but I'll come back to break down most of these things, okay? But let's first understand the order flow. That is for our external structure. So the internal structure is something, this is our weekly or daily for the external structure. So I'm going to use this small purple part of mine as the internal what? Internal structure, which is found within the external. Okay. Let me just come and just name this one as the internal what? Internal structure. Okay. The internal structure. It can either be called the what? The trend. It can either be called the what? The trend. Good. Okay. That can either be called the what? The trend. So when you look at this purple structure of ours, it is the internal structure, which is found within the what? Within the external. Now, when you look at the internal structure, it also has, we don't have what they call a break of structure here. It's called a minor. It's minor. Okay? That's why most traders will call this one the major structure and the minor what? Structure all together. But in my strategy, I will call this one the order flow. The external structure, the major structure is called the order flow, and this one is called the minor structure is called the trend. Altogether, it helps me to understand the market very well. Now, like I told you, we have breaks of structure on this type of structure. As you can continue seeing breaks of structure, this swing highs, swing low, swing high, swing low, high, this low, change of character, this high, this low, this high, this low, continuous. So we are going to find out that the internal structure is forming our external. And then we shall find the substructure also forming the what? Like that. Like I've given you an example of an onion. Like we have been seeing at the onion, we have the external part of the onion, then we are going to have the internal part of the what? The onion. So the external part of the onion is the order flow, then the internal part of the onion is the what? Is the trend. So we shall find that the internal parts of the onion are going to form this outer layer of the onion, which we are understanding as the order flow. So I hope I'm using some clear examples. Let me give you another example about this. How can we go about this? I normally use it in my mentorship program with my students. And let me look using my body, the skeleton, the body, the muscles, and the bones inside. We shall find that what is the skeleton? What's the skeleton? It's a question. You can answer. So we shall say that the skeleton is the framework of the what? Is a framework made up of bones and something like that. The bones inside will make or shape you as a human being. Okay? When you bring a skeleton of a woman, a skeleton of a man, you'll know this is a woman, this is the man. The way how they are shaped. Okay? When you put on the body, maybe the muscles, everything, the hair, everything, the nose and what, it makes human being. Now, the internal part, that's the skeleton that is framed to shape the external part that people see that this is a man, this is a woman. Now that external part we are seeing, that's the external structure. Then the internal structure is our skeleton. Hope I'm somehow clear, I'm bringing someone. I want us to understand how the market is. So we shall look at the market externally and internally. Let us go deep now. Let us first dive into the real structure and look at it in the real structure. I'm going to start from the weekly time frame. Let me just reset this. Let me reset it. Okay, fine. I'll just use a replay tool. Just for now, let me first break structure from here so that we don't see the other things. Okay. Now, you're looking at this. This is a weekly structure, though they've given me some few years starting from 2006. This market was, as we can look at it externally, this is our weekly structure. Okay, it has been putting in. This is a high. Look at the external parts of the market. This high, that low, this high, this low, this high. We came and had a break of what? Structure here. We broke structure there. Okay, let me zoom in. When I'm marking out structure, I normally first zoom out. So we have that high that puts in this low, this high. Okay, we break structure here. We break in structure there. Now, what happened? We came again. Don't count this one as a high because we are looking at this one, this high. Okay, it didn't break structure. It broke structure. This high down, which broke what? Structure here. So currently, we are seeing this high putting in this what? This low here. Okay. Now, let me first zoom out and we see the candle. So like I told you, when we are marking out structure, this is now I'm using the weekly for my external structure. So someone else would say no, I let me focus on the what? On the daily. Okay, this is our external structure. Now what happened? This market was pushing higher. The moment they came and closed, this is the higher low, higher high. So we normally call this one a what? A change of character. Let me just first put a break of structure. Let's first understand the break of what? Of structure. So we have been breaking structure. We are breaking the lows, respecting the highs. Are you getting that? This is on a chart. So I've been marking my structure from the swing points, swing low to the body of the candle, the low to the body of the candle, like that. Not the wick, not the wick. So the advanced structure, which I'm going to make a video about the advanced structure, we shall see in the advanced structure. How do we look at we shall be looking at the inducement or the fake pullbacks, all that. Now, this is for the external structure. Someone will say, I'm using this what? This type of structure. Let me play out price and see what happened next. Let me increase the speed to 10. Okay. So I'll go ahead and teach more of the premium and discount. How do we use premium and discount in determining the swing points? That one will be in the next video, though this one I want it to be a lengthy one. I'll cut it short so that I make this is part 1, then we shall have part 2 of this video. I'll make a continuation from where I stopped on this one, but currently we are looking at structure in this format. So let me first pause this one here. So when you close above this low, below this low, it will be now another break of structure, validating that this one is our new swing what? Our new lower high, because you've seen we have been coming from here. This is a high, higher high, higher low. So we have a higher low, higher high. All together, then we have what they call the higher high, then we have this low. This is our higher low again. We have a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now maybe we have this one as our lower what? Our lower high. This one here as our lower high. Now what do we expect? To put in a new what? Lower low. Let us see if price really takes out this low. Okay. Let me first put a line here to see if it breaks below this low, to mark it as a lower what? A lower low. All together. Should be a candle closing below. Though I just marked this one as a high, I have not validated this one because it has not broken what? Don't validate it before it breaks what? Structure. I'm just assuming, because we still currently have this low. Okay? Why is it? Yeah. So anything can happen here. So here we are dealing with a weekly time frame for my external structure. Okay? Now, let me give you another new scenario. Let me just remove this. Let me just stop playing out this. Now, for another trader, all this work of ours, it has just doesn't work. I didn't know that this one would happen. I'm sorry. Now, for the external structure, allow me go to another pair, maybe take you through this, because really here things are not working out the way I want. Sorry. No, okay. Now, this is my trade. I'm currently in this trade. I made analysis on this trade. Let me get GBP USD forex.com. Okay, let me start with the weekly time frame. Let me use this one for our structure. Now, I'm using the weekly time frame to determine the overall trend. Let me move this indicator. Now, let me use this one here. Currently, we are here on the weekly. Some traders would wish to use this type of structure, but me, I like using the daily. Let us use the daily. It just doesn't lie to us in most cases. It comes out clearly and perfectly. Now, for the daily, let me just start from here. Okay? Let me start from here. Okay, it comes out clearly here. Okay? We have been coming from an uptrend. We have seen price printing a series of higher highs and lower highs. Though this high, we didn't close above this high. So what happened? We took out the low that put in this is like a sweep of liquidity. So we come and mark this one as our change of character. Okay, now we have shifted from the downtrend to an uptrend. Okay, so this is a change of character. Like I told you, remember the other model I told you, when market fails this point here, because we have this high and this low, then we have this high. Okay, now this low was strong. Was it strong? No, it was not strong. It failed to break this high, but still if we close below it, it is a change of character. Then we came and put in this high, then we put this high puts in, sorry, this, we came below here, we put in this low puts in this high, okay, this low was taken out. The moment we break that low, that is a break of what? Of structure. So I'm just trying to do some simple mapping indicating breaks of structure and looking at the external part of the market. Here I'm combining the other first lecture. I talked about the break of structure and the trend. Okay, currently now, like I told you, the market is, when the market is printing a series of higher highs, higher lows. Let me just try to use the HH. Okay, let me use simple tool here. Okay, good. Now this was our high. Okay, that high, we had this higher, the higher low. Okay, we come and put in this high. It's not high, it is also a higher what? It is, let me say it's also a higher high. It is not a higher high, it's an equal high. Equal what? A relatively equal high. So we came and put in this low, which is lower than the previous low, which is a lower low. So guys, I'm combining these two things at the same time, the order flow and the lower low. Now I'm combining these two things. So after that we came and put in a lower high, continuous. Okay, now what type of structure? Like I told you, the daily time frame here, I'm basically looking at the order what? At the order flow. Like I told you, the order flow is the same as the external what? Order flow or external structure. And the time frame I'm using, I said you can either use the daily or you use the what? The weekly. May have decided to use my daily time frame as my what? You can see here it is the daily what? Time frame for my external structure. All together. So we go on breaking structure like this. I'm currently here showing you a downtrend. So we came again, took out this low. Like I told you, breaking structure, we need to see a candle close below. A candle close below. That's another break of structure. What happened? We have this high, this low. So this is a high. It respected this previous high. Okay, not mark this one as a high. We need to first see a break of structure to validate. Then after we get this pullback to put in a new high. Okay, then we put in this what? This low. Then after putting in the low. So as some traders, I know, and someone might ask in the background there, why are you not considering there are types of trends? Someone would call it a pro trend. So this one is we have what they call, most traders call them, this is like this one is a pro trend, a counter trend, the pro trend, the counter trend, pro trend, counter trend, pro trend, continuous. But me, I'm not using that. Maybe some people would normally like saying this is an expansion. Sorry, it's not expansion. This is a correction, expansion. Now what is this now? They just confuse me, guys. I don't like using that. Just know that this one is let me just say this is an expansion. This is a retracement, expansion, a retracement, expansion, retracement. No, that is for a downtrend. The downtrend we shall be using now. Okay, let me just be somewhat serious. That's what most traders are using. But what you should understand, it's not all about understanding what the market is doing, but what you should know that what is the market printing. Okay? What is the market printing in front of you? Is it respecting your lower the swing points? Which swing points is it respecting? Currently here it is respecting our what? Our lower highs and lower lows. Okay? So we put in this lower low. This lower low puts in the lower high. We come and break structure. At this point, this low has been taken out here by seeing a candle closing there. So that is a break of structure. After that, we shall again, I'll make a video advanced. Like I told you, I'm going to make an advanced video on how to handle all this. Okay, good. Now we wait for our new what? So this is a lower low. Let us wait and look for another. This is a lower high here. Why? It is a good pullback. We had a good pullback here, so we come and break it. Structure here. It's a very good pullback. So that's also another break of structure. So we have gone on printing a series of, this is a lower high, a lower low. So now the market is continuously breaking structure, respecting our highs, going on. So someone would say, why are you not putting this one? Okay, let me also come and mark this one as our lower low. This is another lower low. This is another lower low. Okay, why is it a lower low? I'll teach this one. This is the technical or mechanical way of marking out structure. How do you validate pullbacks? This pullback is valid because of the 3 candle pullback. The ICT man talked about that. So okay, we come here, we drop. This one is not a valid pullback. We don't see the 3 candle pullback. So we can come and validate this low here, down here, and this high, because it's the 3 candle pullback. Now I'll talk about that in some future videos, so please stay in touch with me. So we came and broke structure here. Okay, someone would ask, how are you carrying that? You just press control, the control button, don't release it, then drag. Okay, drag this. Okay, like here, it's a break of structure. Perfect. Okay, now we have that high, we have this, we have this high, putting in this low, then this is the 3 candle. The 3 candles, we can see them here. Someone would say, no, this one is not making sense. The 3 candles pull back, so we see, no. So I would consider it, it's good. After that, we had this low, putting in this high. Now we push down, we come and break structure down here. I'm marking the external part of the market that we had another break of structure here. We have come all the way from this high to dropping down. Okay, respecting structure. Good. Now we have reached a point here. We put in this low down here. Okay, now we see the market breaking this high that put in this low. What is that? What's that? This is what they call a change of character. This one, a change of character. Like I told you, for example, I gave you a moving from an uptrend. So for example, we are moving, putting in something like this. We're in a downtrend, so we come and close above this previous high, push. Wow. Now what are we respecting? We are respecting, we had this lower high, a lower low, lower high, lower low. Change of character here. Good. That's a change of character. That's what we're seeing here. We have been having lower high, lower low, lower low. What do we expect? A lower high, but we closed above this previous lower high. So that one is what we're seeing here. So price goes on, respecting this, this. Okay, I'm going to change the color of that to red, or let me just change it to green. Sure, it's in the bullish structure. Now we have this low, putting in this high. Okay, this high, putting in this low. Why? We need to see a candle close above. Okay, let me zoom in for us to understand the market properly. Allow me to delete this. I think I was just giving an example, a model, just a model of what may take place. Good. Let me clean even these ones here. Good. Now this is what they call a break of structure. Now external. Now, when you understand structure clearly, you can never lose out on very many trades. Why? Because you know how the market is faring, how the market is treating itself, how the market, the condition currently. Okay? We are going to look at the previous data and look at the current data. If we only had this current data here, we wouldn't know what happened previously. Why would the market react? Where would the market want to go? Altogether, do we have some pending orders? Do we have some gaps to be filled up? All that. I've been making videos of my full strategy. This is Top Boy, Empire One FX. Our strategy, we are using the smart money concepts. That is my strategy. Good. We break structure. Now, clear, market is reversing. Externally. We move, push price up. We come and put in this high, this low. Someone will say, oh, no, you said that the 3 candle pullback. Yes, it's the 3 candle pullback, but did we close above this? Did we candle close here? It closed from a very, very long part. So I don't know how we can count this. I'll count this high, okay? That puts in a very clear pullback here, okay? Now, we close above this high. Break of structure. Good. We came and put in this new high. Pullback, valid. Good. This is a low. Structure. Break of structure. Good. Hope now you're understanding the mechanical part of them, how the market moves. Now, when we come and close below this, sorry. Okay. We close below this low at this point. What happens? That one is a change of character. Like I told you, when we are reversing from, we have been moving upwards. We took out the low, this low here. We have taken out the low here. Then we came and put in a high that is not higher than the previous one, previous high. Then we came and took out this low. Now market is shifting from an uptrend to the downtrend. Okay. Lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Change of character. Okay, this is the model we are looking at here. Okay, let me remove this. I was just demonstrating to you and showing you what happens on those real charts. So okay, now we had a change of character here, so market had to push through. After that, after breaking the structure there, we saw a good 3 candle pullback here. So we have a break of structure here. Order flow is key. Order flow is key. External structure, break of structure here. Why? The 3 candles. We push through. Do we see anything like a pullback? Yes, we have a pullback here. This one and this one here. Good. What do we expect? What do we expect on this structure? Now, what happened again? We took out again this what? This low. We broke structure externally, showing that this market has truly reversed. It is accepting to reverse. Okay? The gray part is the downtrend. Sorry. I like marking. This one. And then this one. Okay. The gray part. Okay. This is now, I normally call this the order flow. So it's overall order flow. Then we shall have the bearish structure. Then we have, this is the bearish structure. We have the bullish. The bullish structure. Now, this is the bullish. Sorry. Now, like the gray part is our, let me first, my screen is so small. So like I told you, the green part shows the bullish structure. Okay. Now the gray part, so this means that this one is not, it's a gray. It's now printing out the other part of the structure. Okay. What is here? Okay. We are going to, let me just carry this. This is the higher high. Okay. Now a higher high. Okay. Let me just again carry this. Here. Okay, let me first play this. Okay. It's a higher low. A higher low. Good. Now we have this one as a new higher high. As we continue printing in the new highs, this is the high. This is also a high. We have this one as our, okay. A higher low, continuous like that. We have that one. Now we frame and put in a lower low here, a lower low, continuous, a lower high. So market is just like that. Okay, let us first understand that lower high. Now that is it. Though we had another structure internally here, sorry, externally here, like I told you here, a broke structure because we had a 3 candle what pull back after this break of structure, after this change of character. So we have this low, this high, altogether pointing to us. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, good. Okay, so this is our high. This is our lower low. Now, that is it. That is it. I can't lie to you. This is the structure. This is how we can mark structure. Externally, that's our external structure. Like I told you, the group part is bringing out our... Sorry. Let me delete this. I think we don't need it here for now. Okay, let me first zoom out a bit for us to understand the structure very well. So as we have come from all this far, okay, from all this far, we have seen external changes of character, okay, external changes of character, indicating to us that the market is reversing. So, but when you go back again to the higher time frame, that is the daily or the monthly, sorry, the weekly and the monthly, it also narrates another type of structure, which we are going to find that now the daily in the internal structure, maybe on the weekly, it looks as the internal structure of the what? Of the weekly, as you can see here. Okay? As you can see here, it is the internal part of the what? Of the weekly. So it is just the way how you trade. Okay? When you mark out now the external structure of this one, let me use the purple part. Let me use the purple part. Okay. Now, like for example here, let me use this one. Let me use this structure. Let me use maybe this this brush tool. We have this high, we have this low. We broke structure here. We have this high, we have this low, we have this high. We broke structure maybe at this point. Okay, we have this low. We have that high, then we had this high. So break of structure, now low. What do we expect? A low to take out this low. So externally, that is on the weekly. Now you find on the in the weekly, it gives another story of the external structure. But me, I like using this daily because it just doesn't give me a lot of noise. So it doesn't give me a lot of headache in analyzing it. Okay, this is always simple, but the weekly also can give you the overall structure, but it is for the swing traders. The swing traders, yeah. But still the daily will give me the same movements. Now that is it. So the bullish structure overall is called the order flow. Okay, I'm going to end. I think it is called the order flow. So hope we have understood what is the order flow. Now we want to understand what is the trend or the internal structure. So within this, I'm going to circle this part. Okay, we want to see what is internally on this. So which time frame do I use for my internal structure? I'm using one chart to make us understand this type of of structure. So what is on the internal part of the market under this circle, the circle I've marked here? We want to see when we put in this high and this high and this high low, this high, what is within this structure internally? Or let me just bring it the lowest part of it. Let me just come and look at this part here, this small part here. Good. Let us first look at the internal structure. Let us drop. The internal structure, I normally like using the 4 hours and the 2 hours or the 3 hours. So any of those 3 time frames, I'm okay with them. But let me just drop to the 2 hours. I like using the 2 hours. Okay. I like using the 2 hours. Let me reset the chart here. We want to have, but for today, let me use the 4 hours just for the internal structure. it can bring, but see, it doesn't bring out what I want. Okay, now for example, we are currently looking at this. Let me just use the 2 hours. It brings out what I want properly for the internal structure. Now this is what we are looking at, the circle I've just marked out. Like I told you before, the onion, the story of the onion, the story of our human body, it's made up of the skeleton, which is the internal part, but the external part of it, it is the body, like what you see, what is covering this onion. It is the external part. Now we want to go back and understand, as we have marked out these swing points of ours, the green parts, this one is here. This is for the external what? External structure. Okay? As you can remember, when I went ahead, let me come back to this one here and reset this. Then I go back to the 15 minutes. It can bring us back to what we have been looking at. Good. Could I get my work again? I don't know. Okay, good. Now, yes, it's here. Now, it is bringing us back to this, okay, internal structure. We said our order flow externally, they have been marking the external structure, like for example, with the gray what? The gray parts, okay? But I said within this internal structure, sorry, external structure, we have the internal structure, which I've marked out clearly on this chart. These green parts show the external part of the market. So within these external parts, we are going to look at these swing points. This is a higher high, this is a higher low. If you remember very well, I marked this one as a higher what? Higher high, and this is a higher low. This is the 2 hours. It's what I normally use for my internal structure. Now, we have market behaving differently here. It put in this high. Let me use the red color. This high, this low. Put in this high. What happens? Is this a valid pullback? No. You have this low, this high. This low, this high. Break of structure. Put in this low, this high. Break of structure. Put in this low, this high. Man, structure is something we need to basically look at. So I have this low, this high, now this low. We broke this one. Internal change of character, showing us that the market is respecting our structure. This is a change of character, internal change of character. It is internal, in the internal time frame. Okay, as we have come from all this far, breaking structure. I said on the lower time frame, that is the internal structure. We don't name it as it's a minor. It's the minor structure. It's called the minor what? Structure, showing us the breaks of structure. Minor break of what? Of structure. Sorry, this is a change of character. If you remember well, we said when we take out the low that put in this high, and this low was a strong one. As we see, we have been coming from this, the trend here was bullish. We are changing to the bearish structure. Altogether, that is the bearish trend. That's a change of character. I think I need to make another video to really make us understand more of the breaks of structure. And so we have this one as another minor MBOS. We go ahead, we break this low. Perfect. MBOS. MBOS. Another one here. MBOS. So it's a long one. It has been a long one. It's my first one, and really I know guys you're going to enjoy it. For anything, in case you want my education, please don't hesitate to check me on my TikTok. I normally use Empire One FX, and I use the Top Boy. You can either Top Boy E1, so you can even you'll see me there. Guys, I'm there. You can inbox me all my numbers. I'll put them in the description below here, so that you can inbox me if in case you want my education to take you through all this. Now we have reversed. We are now going back to another type. This is the trend. The trend here was bearish. The trend was what? Was bearish. So I'm going to get another color to use for this other internal structure. Are we together? So this is our high externally. Externally. Okay, internally we have seen also it's making other types of structure. So this red part, as I'm going to mark for you there, you're going to know what is the red part all about and what is the other color I'm going to be using for the other trend. That is, now we came and put in this low, we put in this high. Let me mark this one into the purple color. So after that, we put in this low, we push higher, valid pullback, this high, this low, break structure, MBOS, minor, it is internal, minor break of structure. Good. Come here, break structure, good. MBOS, come. Pullback, is this a valid pullback? No, I wouldn't take that one for sure. Let me take the upper one, MBOS. Good. Now, respecting low, high, sorry, low, high, low. Now, high. Boom. This low being taken out from here. Though it was just a small pullback, this one is more of a change of character. Okay, it's more of a change of character, but again we move. Someone else would mark this one as a change of character here, up here. Okay, this one here, this one here. I would mark this one as my change of character. Another one would mark this one. Another one would mark this one. But let me take this one as a change of what? As another change of character. Let me reconsider this. That's why we can come here and see some market printing again. Another type of structure. Okay, like I told you, for the red part is showing the bearish, the blue part is showing the bullish structure. That is for the trend internally, internal. Okay, continuous members. It is continuous. Okay, as we can see here, we have this low and this high, this low. This high didn't close the candle. We don't need to see a candle close. We didn't close, so we respected. Okay, this low. Maybe say this high. Then we broke structure here. We put in this high. Okay, let me first come back and clear. Okay, we have this low. Break of structure. This low puts in this high. Then this low puts in this low. This high puts in this low. Sorry. After that, internally we have this one here. So, like I told you, I'm marking this one with the red color. Red, because this is the downtrend. Low, high, low, high. Now we have this low here. So we have this. No, sorry, we have this low, high. That's just a sweep. Okay, change of character internally. This is a change of character internally. Okay. Now we print new higher highs. Market is just shifting all the time, shifting. Go. So we break structure here. So we have this high, have this low, we have this high. Okay, this high puts in this low. So this low puts in this high. Then this low puts in this high. So that high puts in that low. Push out this high, this low. We push out this high. So it's continuous, remember. So I cannot finish that one. Okay, I can't finish that one. But if we understand that the market, it is just fractal. Even though I go back and circle this part here, I go back now, I look at the substructure. I think I'm going to make a continuation of that. Or let me just first go through the substructure, because I think the video is too low. It has just taken some good time, guys. But what you should understand is the market itself is just it's just something we need to understand, that it is broad. You cannot just study it in 1 day, 2 days, and you finish it. So that is for our internal structure. But now we have what they call the substructure. If you remember well, one after the other into one. How did I put these things on main? So we have the substructure, which we also need to look at, because that was the main goal for us to make this video today, to understand what is the internal structure, the external structure, and the substructure. So let us look at the substructure first. Okay, so the substructure is found within the internal structure. We go back to our onion. We said now, let's assume this outer part is the order flow. Then this one is our, okay, let me just go back and break it down. So this one is our monthly time frame. Maybe this one is our weekly time frame. This one is our daily time frame. The 4 hours, the 2 hours, maybe this is now the 15 minutes. Maybe this one is the 5 minutes, the 1 minute, and so on and so forth. Altogether, so that's how they are aligned in nature. So that's why I want us to come back here and understand that within this structure, I'm going to circle this. We have again what makes out the internal structure. It is now the substructure. Let us go down to the 15 minutes. Good. Allow me to reset this. Good. Now it's going to take me some time. I don't know if they will give us the candles in that basically in that region there. I don't know if the candles will allow us, but anyway, our plan may take us there. Yep. As we continue scrolling around looking for structure, that's okay. We are soon reaching there. Almost 2 minutes. Okay. Now, this is what I'm basically looking at here. The circle. Remember that circle of mine? Please give us those candles. Wow, that's where my my plan stops. Okay, but anyway, it's okay. Still, we can use this part here. Okay, just use this upper part here. But that would be so more clear. But when you look at this, is the 15 minutes time frame. You'd see also it is printing out more internal structure, more of the internal structure, breaking structure. Okay, like that, putting in high within the internal structure here, which is the main break of structure. So that is the fractal nature. I'll make another video breaking down all this structure altogether. You can see, as you can see here. Okay. Now, the market is just fractal in nature. Okay. You see, these are our external swing points. You see, we had a change of character. Let me mark here. We had a change of character here. Again, internally, a change of character. This is for the substructure. We broke structure here. The substructure. We broke that one there. Okay. It's also a minor, but I normally like calling it SBA sub. It's called the sub. I normally call it the substructure. Substructure. It has broken again. This is our substructure. Okay. Again, we came here and took out this one. Again, we had a change of character here. Okay. It's difficult. You can't understand it if you don't know what we're talking about. It is now the structure that is found within. Sorry, so we have this one, we have this low, we have this high again. We don't know, this low puts in this low break of structure here. So it is now a break of structure somewhere here, and this one something. Like it's continuous, okay? That is for the internal structure. So guys, folks, I think this has been a long video. Let me cut it short and let us go back and make a recap of what I've gone through all throughout the video. We started looking at the structure. Before that, we looked at the breaks. What is the break of structure? This is where we started looking at the market, making a series of higher highs, lower highs. That is for the downtrend. We looked at the swing points, looked at the bearish structure, the bullish structure. We looked at the sideways orienting market, oil consolidation. So guys, thanks for watching. Please, if you're new, you can subscribe to the channel, and you can share the video to other people who would wish to learn structure. Though I'm going to make another video, basically diving deep into some of the other parts. So mastermind money concepts is one of the simplest strategies you can ever use outside there. It is very brief, very simple. It's a combination of liquidity, a combination of structure, a combination of supply and demand. You understand? You combine inefficiency and efficiency. Perfect. And so beautiful. So guys, thanks for watching. Only see you in the next one. I'll be making in the comment section below. You can comment on what you feel like I should go look at next. But in the next video, I'll be going looking at how can we validate our pullbacks, or how do we validate our swing points. That is the swing high or swing low. That is what I'll be looking at. That is in the next video. I'll come up with those. Okay, premium and discount. Okay, that is it. So see you. Thanks for watching.